Hello, welcome back to A Day Full of Budgets. Today is a budget with me for October and a debt update. So I'm going to try and make it a bit quicker this time. Right, so we're just going to whiz through the numbers. So if you haven't watched one of my budget videos before, this is just how I break it down. So we've got income at the top. I break it down into the number of weeks for the month. So this month is going to be a 4-week month. Bringing over from September is £15.43. And then I've just sort of broken the income down. So I'm employed and self-employed. So I factor in employed work, which I know, which I'm potentially getting a pay increase this month. I don't know exactly what it is, so I've added a little bit in of what I think it's going to be, and then I need to decide what it is that I'm going to do with it as and when it does come. And then I also factor in some self-employed work that I know. So mine's going to be 510 in the second week and then 1,586 in the fourth week. Now, anything above this will be bought in cash. My husband's is 3,922.42 this month, and a child benefit is 223.20, which does get repaid in my husband's tax because he's a higher rate tax earner. So our total income is down on last month considerably, just because my husband's not done any overtime, and the total income is 6,572.48 across the 4 weeks. And then I just break down my income, and I split it between the weeks that the bills are anticipated to go out, just so I can have a look at cash flow at the bottom. Just make sure you can actually see this. Yep. So I'll just do a quick rundown of all the bills. So water's 80.77, TV licence 13.25. We've got 2 critical illness covers at 23.63 and 36.35. A vet plan at 16.50. Some mobile phone bills which are 40.35. I think that covers 4 phones on SIM only. Now Netflix hasn't come out for the last 2 months. I'm not really sure why. I keep asking my husband to have a look because it's in his name, but he keeps forgetting. So I've allowed for 3 months of Netflix to come out just in case something's happened to the direct debit and we owe it. So I need to look into that. They haven't stopped us using it yet. Octopus, so that's gas and electric. I'm going to put it up to 220. Or I have put it up on the app, but I don't know whether it's actually going to come through at 220 because it was sat at 200. Our mortgage is 1,165.39. Unite is 16.68, and then we have some nationwide savings account at 40 and 25. Business expense at 14.40. Another mobile which is 29.32, which is linked to our Virgin package. Council tax is 259. Life insurance is 9.95. Gymnastics is 37 a month. And we have a new direct debit this month for our home insurance because it actually worked out a lot cheaper to get home insurance paid monthly, which was a bit bizarre, but it actually saved us about £140. So we went with it. So it's £28.99. Spotify is £10.99. Our Virgin package is £64, but as I say, it comes with the phone, so actually it is higher than that. And we have the full package plus 1 multi-room. Another savings at £33. My email domain at £119. The car payment, which is on PCP, is £522.24 because we max out the mileage because I do a lot of miles. The car connect is £9.99. We save £300 into a high interest regular saver every month, and I do this out of my budget because our mortgage rate is going to go up next year, probably by about £450. So I'm trying to get our budget used to not having that here, and I will continue paying something out of the budget. or it's most likely to go to debt. And then we've got 2 lots of Apple and a life insurance, just because how the dates fall. So they're just in here twice. So it will come out with my husband's pay, and then it will come out at the end of the month as well. So all of our expenses for this month are $3,074.35, which leaves us a balance of $3,498.14, which I then plot into sinking funds per week. And to do that, I have this. So I've done that now, and I've probably put you completely out of shot. Hold on. Shall I zoom in? I'll zoom in. This might go horribly wrong. Apologies if it does. Oh, I've made you wobble. Sorry. There. Okay, so I'm going to get a highlighter. Woo. Okay, so what I do is I look at all of our expenses across a year, and I work out how much we would need in each category across a year, and then I essentially divide that 50 by 52, and then that's my ideal column. So that's how much I would ideally like to put in every pot every week throughout the year. Now that is definitely not possible, because there's just too much here. So what I then do is I then kind of prioritize. So some will get some months and some won't. Just to get to where I need to be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight those that are different. Some will be higher, some will be lower. And then you can just see where we're going to be putting our money for the month. Oh, that's my chair. I'm moving over to the other side so I can highlight. Here we go. So food is still at 135. Now, we've been doing really well with food, but actually I'm also quite enjoying having money left and being able to put it in other places. So for this month, I am going to keep it at 135. I'm not sure if it's my buying habits have changed, or whether prices have come down slightly. I'm not sure. How's your food budget going? Do you find that it's a little bit cheaper? I mean, it's not loads, but maybe a little bit. Anyway, we're going to be at 135 each week. Fuel and charging, I've got 30 here, but I'm trialing it at 20 at the moment to see if that's enough. So we've got one electric car and one diesel car, and we charge at home because we've got solar panels, so we don't charge too much away from home. Family fun is 25 a week. My self-care is 15 a week. Us money is £10 a week. School uniforms is £10 a week, or school. I haven't changed, it's just school. So this covers all their uniforms and trips, and kind of like DT money and food tech money and all of that stuff, which actually I've got a bill to pay, which is £30. So instead of doing it at £10 each week for the first 3 weeks, I'm putting it all in at the first week so I can get that paid. Glasses get £5 a week. Clothes get £15 a week. Pets, I've changed this up a bit. I'll talk about it more in my next cash stuff in. So actually they're only getting £10 a week because their annual insurance has been put into annual home and subscriptions. So these figures have changed slightly since I printed this out. So the little cars, we've got a little Golf. I've put this at £9 because I want it to line up with my tracker, and I didn't have enough to put 29 in, so I've just put 9. Which is fine because we've paid for the insurance, so we've got nothing due now on the car until January, so that's just going to sit and build up. So yeah, that is slightly different, and it looks a bit odd. Bus passes are down to 15 a week. We've changed the way that the children are going in and out of school because the bus passes would work out to nearly £1,500 a year for them to use a public bus. So we're kind of mixing it up. My oldest still has a pass, and the other two will get kind of like a pack of 10 passes, so they'll use the bus occasionally. But I don't want to get rid of it completely just yet, or lower it even more, just in case that changes. Tech should be £30 a week. Now I'm trying to pay off my laptop, so I'm going to put 50 in the first week and then 40 in the second week, and that's when the credit card's due, and then anything left is going to come out of bus passes or work. Emergencies getting £10 a week. So annual homes and subscriptions is going to go up to £50 a week. However, I had saved for our home insurance, which is still sat in our annual homes pot. No, I'm paying for it monthly, so I do have a big buffer in there at the moment. And whilst the budget is a bit tighter this month, I'm not putting in for the first 2 weeks, and I've put that money into tech, just because that's where it's needed. And then it's only going to get £20 a week for the last 2 weeks. Christmas and birthdays is getting 60. My daughter's dress is getting 20. Clubs ideally should be getting 100 a week, but it's only going to get 60 because of the budget won't allow for 100. The new car, so this is new car. I haven't updated my list. So this is the 100 envelope challenge, which is for the new car balloon payment and also my son's university. So I'm trying to do the 100 envelope challenge. I really need to change that. Just write it in here so I don't forget. So yeah, I've changed it to the 100 envelope. I'm just going to put 100E. There we go. So we're only doing small amounts. I have condensed it, so it's 4, 5, 6 and 7. Just so I'm still adding to it, because I don't want to stop. It needs to be added to. So health and beauty is getting 10. School food, I need to reevaluate. So if all the 3 children ate at school every single day, I would need to be putting £25 a week every week for the whole year, including holidays. However, my oldest is coming home because he's in sixth form, and he's eating so he's not really eating at school, and my middle is taking hot pasta. So we got him a hot food flask, and he makes his own pasta. He makes a bulk batch of pasta, and he warms it up in the morning, puts it in his food pot, and he eats that. So he's not eating at school either. So it's only my daughter. So actually, what I put on their account in September, like when they went back to school in September, the boys have still pretty much got most of it left. They'll have the occasional snack, if they're particularly hungry, or so my middle's doing GCSE PE and PE. So some days he'll have 3 PE lessons as well as football training. So he's a hungry little well, he's not even little, he's huge monster. They're both like 6'8". So yeah. So again, I'm going to keep ticking over £10 a week. So that amount definitely can change. So pocket money is 30 a week. My work is 85 a week. Rainy day pot is just 40. So I drip feed that from some premium bonds money into, again, a high interest account. Home is getting nothing. And I'm going to highlight it because there's nothing there. Budget's not stretching to home. So this is for home renovations and just bits and bobs that we need around the house. It has got a good amount in it at the moment, so I'm not too concerned. Electric cars, 25. My husband gets £15 as well a week. Holiday, ideally we'd want 125 a week, but we're only putting 100 in. Investments, I invest in a trade-in 212 account. If anybody's thinking about starting an investing journey, I have a link in my description, and you can get a free share. What you can do is you can create an account, put some money in, get your free share, and withdraw it all. Like, you don't even have to keep it. So you get a share and I get a share. And it can be anything up to £100. I don't really know anybody that's got that high of a share, but hey, it's free money. So there's a link there. I've also got a link to my Monzo account where I put all of my higher value savings, so all our holiday pots and rainy day some of our rainy day money that's being drip fed into a high saver sits in there. So I've also got a link for that. So you get £5, I get £5 if you use my referral link. And then finally, debt. We had £6,500 of consumer debt that we're trying to pay off. It's all been moved onto an 0% credit card, and we're paying £110 a week. Now, with my pay increase, I would like to use that money to pay into debt. So I don't want lifestyle creep to kick in and us go, oh, we've got this money, let's, add it to something that isn't as important as our financial future, clearing debt. So that's what I plan to do. However, I don't know what that amount's going to be yet. So for this month, I'm going to leave it as it is. And then it will just kind of be swallowed up in all of this, because there's obviously areas that still aren't getting any love. And then from next month, I will do that. So our sinking funds total, if you're still with me, is, can you see, £3,482. This is likely to change. If you see, I don't have it with me, but if you saw my September one of these, there is crosses and red pens all over it. But it's your budget, so you have to do what works for you, and your circumstances. So that's our circumstances, and that is our budget, and then that just feeds directly back into these sinking funds, which I've zoomed in, and it will leave us a balance of 71p. And again, because these income amounts will change throughout the month, these bottom lines change as we go. But at the beginning of the month, I'm resetting for October, and this is what it looks like. So with that, let's do my debt tracker. So we started off, I'll zoom you out a bit actually. There we go. So we started off with £6,574 and 23p in consumer debt. Now I've not zoomed you out enough. Oh, there we go. Oh, and now I've made you wobble, sorry. So yeah, so we started off 6,574.23 in debt. Each one of these debt chain balls is worth 100, and we currently owe £3,600. So we are nearly halfway, so close to being halfway, which is just amazing. I think I've got until July next year for the 0%, but I really want it done sooner. So at the moment, I'm putting money into my freedom binder, and I've decided that the first £300 that I've saved in this is paying off this debt. So with that, I need to colour in some of these. So each one is worth 100, so that's 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 3,500, 3,600. So I get to colour in 4, which is exciting. Now this isn't laminated because it's going to go in the bin when it's done, because I won't need it. I just made this myself when I first started. So I started our debt journey back in, so I've redone my budget in August, April this year, and I kind of put it into motion in May. So that's sort of, I've not been running for that long doing this sort of method, but oh my God, does it work. It's literally changed our lives. Now, I know you hear so many people say that, but it's so true. So if you haven't started cash stuffing, now I don't do it all in cash, I do it digitally. I use a Chase account, and I've got all of my pots, and it just works. It just really works. We definitely wouldn't be in this position if it wasn't for cash stuffing, and we are a higher income family, but we still spend, spending can just be out of control, regardless of how much money you have coming in and going out. So yeah, everything needs to be budgeted for. I'm so happy that I found this method and I've joined this community. It's just so supportive, and I found my happy place, which is great. So that is me, that is our budget, that is our debt update. Let me know what your October budget looks like. Share some videos with me for your budget with me, because I really enjoy watching, and I always take inspiration and steal ideas. I'm not gonna, I will put that out there, and that's good. We're all in this together. So if you see something that somebody else is doing, you think, oh, I might give that a try, go for it, because that's how we learn. That's how we learn and we evolve and we develop. And if it doesn't work for you, then you can go back to what you were doing or find something else that does work. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like it, leave me a comment. Let me know how yours is going, and I hope you've had a good day or you're having a good day. I'll see you soon. Bye.